feel? You can read and then we can discuss.
You really need to work on how you address your fellow technicians. What technicians? Or what
Your fellow technicians.
Yeah, what do you mean? What do you...
This is how you address them like in meetings.
Who?
It's not a who.
Yeah, it is a who.
No, it's everybody.
If you say fellow technicians.
It's everybody, your fellow technicians.
Give me an example.
Example, meeting. When you say something that, say it's something that you just think is wrong with the process. It's how you say it, not really what you say.
Give me an example, like what specific?
It's not a specific example.
Well, if you want to cite it on here, then it should be a specific example of what you're talking about. If I ask you what I did that...
Jason, I'm saying that this is in every meeting.
No, what, because I question...
It's not the question. And if you read it all the way through, it's not the question. It's how you put it out. I think that you have good ideas. I think that some of the ideas that you have could effectuate better business processes. I just think it's how you say it.
Example, if you want to cite, if you want to tell me it's something that I'm saying, what are you talking about specifically?
It's not specific because it's all the time. It's the negative attitude that you have.
Negative attitude.
Yeah, it really is.
How about an example? You know what I'm saying? If you want to put that down there, give me an example of what you're talking about.
I'll give you an example.
Right.
We had a meeting that was talking about how we were giving out work. You totally dismissed the fact that we are changing this work process, and you started talking about something that was totally different. It was totally off the cuff.
What did I start talking about?
I don't know. I don't need an exact example, Jason. This is a suggestion.
Wait, no. If you tell me, no, it's not a suggestion if you're putting it down here. First of all...
No, this is a suggestion. No, this is a mid-year.
This isn't... You really need to work on how you address your fellow technicians.
Yeah, and the management team.
No, this is not a suggestion. You know, when you put it down here, and what you just said is not an example because you can't even... No, listen to me. Because you're telling me, you can't even tell me what...
We won't argue this point.
No, it's not about arguing.
No, but listen, I'm not going to sit here and let you berate me either.
Berate you. I'm trying to hold you accountable to what you wrote.
I am very accountable to what I wrote.
So tell me what...
I don't need to give you the specific example.
If you want to put it down here...
specific example, I can go back to my memory jogs and get it to you.
Go get it, please. Because if you want to put this down here, I want to see what you're referencing. Because this is the first time you brought it up to me, and it's the first time you're putting it down on this.
No, it's not. Your other packs reflect the same.
What does it say?
Older packs reflect the same.
It says this?
Listen, and this is not even by me. This is you. This is somebody else wrote this.
Okay, let me see.
I will see, but let me say, Jason did.
Yeah.
Most of the time, you complete your targets, but I encourage you to balance your workloads. Jason, you are professional in your approach, and you take time to really help the number holder, which is them. You know what I mean? It's the number holder. I'm not giving you...
That's not the same thing as what you just wrote. So don't tell me that's the same thing. I'm not stupid.
Listen, if you refuse to sign, that's fine.
But do you want to keep going with it?
Oh,
are you going to? Oh, so it's on me. All right, let me finish.
Yeah, it's...
Your demeanor does not promote trust between you and your peers or the management team. Yeah. What peer are you referencing? Who are you referring to?
Jason, again.
Who are you referring to?
I don't have to give the example.
Yes, you do. If you want to put this down here.
No, I do not.
So you can write whatever you want to? Is what you're telling me?
What I'm doing is I'm writing suggestions for you to become...
This isn't a suggestion.
These are suggestions.
These aren't suggestions because somebody can go through that thing just like you just tried to go through on that and say, oh yeah, well this is what was broke. I'm not stupid, Brandon. I know what you're doing.
Okay.
So yeah, so if you want to get Natalie in here because this is not... Do you
want Natalie to give you a backs?
I mean, I'm talking about along with you because somebody's going
to... I won't
yeah, because if
bring her in because I cannot bring her in. There cannot be two of us.
All right, well, yeah, get her in here because whoever can explain... You wrote this, right?
Yes, I wrote this.
Yeah, so you can't even explain what
Jason,
you wrote.
I can. What
you can't give me no example.
You are negative.
I'm honest.
Whether
you
it's
can't,
honest or not, when other technicians,
people come to me afterwards and tell me what I say is what they thought.
And people come to me and you don't deserve to know that.
I don't deserve to know that.
You cannot know what somebody else tells me in confidentiality.
Well, I can put the people, since they want to do that back door, I can put the people
it's not a back door.
Listen, if you're going to say they're anonymous, you can't use them. I can bring the people who are telling me that the things I'm saying hold truth. I can bring them to the forefront.
And
They don't have to be anonymous.
But
so
listen,
you're not going to
if
sit up
Natalie
here.
comes in here and Natalie writes a fax, Natalie agrees with it.
Well, if she agrees with it, then she can explain it too. If she can explain it, if these things she's agreed with, then somebody's going to explain to me how you going to cite peers, and then you don't give me no examples. Who are you talking about? And you say I don't deserve everybody. That's not true. Because
no, not everybody that's feeling away. What I'm saying is, this is just to say
you can explain it.
Your relationship should be positive with everybody.
Look, you don't know what my relationship is like with everybody. You know what my relationship is like with you, and I don't like you. It's not negative. It's not positive.
No, but there is no negative. I don't care that you don't like me.
That's fine. I'm just telling you, there's no.
I don't care. I don't care about that.
That's great.
Listen.
I'm telling you. No, what I'm doing is I'm saying that.
If we're not going to have a constructive conversation,
no, this is constructive. Don't cut me off midpoint because I was using that to cite a point. I'm not saying that me not like you isn't positive, is negative. I just go about my business. I don't interact with you, period. So that's my whole, listen to my point. What I'm saying is my interactions with people here, if it's people I take to, is a positive. If it's people I don't take to, it's nothing. They don't get anything. It's no negative. I don't have that much energy.
Then let me ask you a question. What is it that you want to do after this? Like, is there a place that you want to go?
I'm not going to answer that question.
Well, then okay, because that is the point of the mid-year and the past, to develop you. So if you don't want to be developed because it's me, that's fine.
No, it's not because it's you. It's because what you wrote. You write and stuff here that you cannot justify.
Oh yeah, I can justify
Then
it.
justify it. I'm asking you to justify.
I don't have to justify it to you, Jason.
If you write no, so you don't have to justify. So what's the purpose of this meeting?
The purpose of the meeting is to give you the snapshot of what your manager, has perceived.
All right, well, so you're not going to justify anything you wrote?
Not.
All right, but that's it then. I'm not signing.
Oh, that's fine, Jason.
All right, I'm going down to the building.
You said something comes out over here by the elevators?
Yeah.
So it's impossible for us to get through there?
You are not supposed to.
It's probably an emergency thing there,
Right.
but you're not supposed to.
You're not supposed
What if
to
the fire breaks out on this side? You know what I mean?
There's two sets of steps. There's a set of steps here, and there's a set of steps over by Kevin's desk.
Yeah, but I'm saying if the fire breaks out on this side and we have to exit on that side, we basically trapped over here, right?
No, I'm not understanding what you're saying.
What's the big deal about the exceptions? Because the whole purpose of them is to catch mistakes. And once it triggers a mistake, you know to correct it. The real problem is the cases that are getting through that are incorrect, that aren't accepting. You know, so why are they making this big deal about exception?
Because they error.
Here's the problem with that. It's that we're still getting lists, like you're saying, all right, stop everything and do the quality review next. But then we get like contradicting lists. Finish these by noon. Finish 21 cases by noon. Finish this by so-and-so. So it's like then the quality review case is nowhere on those lists. So it's like you're saying this, but the things you're sending out or the things that Brandon is sending out are contradictory to what you're saying right now. So that's the whole point. It is. It's basically a system where, okay, do this. This is a priority. This is a priority. Everything's a priority. So nothing's a priority. That's what happens.
When the acts come down on us, guess what? We're going to bring it down on you. That's the bottom line.
Well, that's
Is they don't feel like they're getting a bang for the buck for overtime because people, and this is with regular workloads, they're not processing the work. And let me stop right here and say, you know who I'm talking to. We give this work out. You have from Wednesday, well, really from Tuesday to close of business Monday to get this work completed.
when you say you
And
know who
I'm not done. Okay? What do you have?
Yeah, I wanted to get back to the point that you attempted to jump in on before you moved on to the next one. When you said that the people know who that you're talking about, have you addressed these people personally? Have you?
That's for me to know.
No, but what I'm saying is this: if you
You
haven't,
don't need to know if I've addressed
no,
these people.
I do, because if
No, you do not.
if you say that these people know, then if they know, then why are you bringing it up with everyone? So why, if you haven't brought it up with them, why haven't you brought it up with them? And how should they know?
Jason, you're getting into a managerial, administrative thing. I'm not going to sit here and talk to you about it. When I talk to my employees, that's between me and the employee. You do not
I
have
didn't
to
ask
know
you.
what employees I talk to or if I have talked to an employee.
But
That
you just
is
no. What I
none
did.
of your concern.
What my question is this: if you're saying that the people know who they're talking about, I'm
You
saying
know
how.
if you're working or not.
Oh,
period.
so basically they should. It's an implication that they should know. They don't know directly because you've never approached them. So what I'm asking is the people who haven't been approached, should they assume that you're not talking to them?
We'll talk later. Okay?
You can't answer
Now,
simple questions.
Go ahead.
I want to.
No, that's an administrative question that you want to
It's
answer
not.
to that I'm not going to give you.
Oh, you don't have to talk to me disrespectfully either.
I'm not talking to you disrespectfully.
One thing that just and this is quick, just to slide in on that point you said, 5 cases doesn't equal quality. That the two have nothing in relation to each other. Like the quantity has nothing to do with the quality of a case, because somebody can take a long time to process something correctly. So I just wanted to get that in.
Okay.
That's it. What about when we sending cases over to CAs? Should they be sending it to BA processing or to the BA that sent it to them? Because some of the CAs do it differently. Some of them send it directly to the technician. Some of them send it to BA processing. And
If
it
the
goes to somebody else.
technician wants it back, if they request it back, then we tell them to send it back to the technician. If not, a lot of times it will go to unassigned.
I never request it back, but I get it back sometimes. So
I don't know. One thing I suggest that you do not do, don't work all your easy cases and leave all your hard ones. Bring the difficult ones in with the easy cases.
that's what he just
You
said,
know.
though. Fast track the quick ones. That's working the easy cases, and that's saving the hard ones for last.
No, it says, fast track screen your queue to get out all the easy cases in less time-consuming action. But it
Exactly.
doesn't.
This accountability thing, I'm just having a hard time with that, because I don't think there really is none when you get cases that have been stepped on 3, 4, 5 times, and then you get stuck with it. I think the last person that muffed it over need to get it back,
Yep.
so they can know they're doing something wrong,
Exactly.
and give them incentive to do a better job the next time.
Exactly.
And that way you learn what you're doing.
That's the same thing I
I'm
said.
not doing you no favor by correcting something that you messed up, because you're gonna continue to do that and have it sitting in somebody else's face.
But even to add to that,
And you shouldn't, if you did it wrong, I don't see why you should have a problem getting it back to fix it.
yeah, but some people don't even know they're making a mistake. So if you don't never send it back to them to fix it, they will never know that they can go on making that same mistake on other cases and having other people constantly cleaning up this and never know. And just stay. I sent you an email about that before too. But and they will never know that they're making this mistake. So the best method is like what she was saying. If they make a mistake, give them that case back to correct. Give them that case back. And a lot of people are just ignorant to the mistake that they make. So once they get it back, they'll know, they'll learn. That's the best way to learn, through experience.
Friday also.
Quick question, because that's 4 BAs that's leaving. So are there any plans to replace those 4 BAs?
Yeah, we have an external class. We posted an external BA class, yes. So they will eventually be replaced.
So in the meantime, how's that going to affect the workload?
Increase. Exactly.
And also the complaint that I'm going to really put that complaint through on Brandon. I wanted to find out, did you happen to read the email that I sent you on it?
And I'm going to tell you what I'm doing.
Okay.
I can't get anybody to validate what you're saying.
Well, that's fine because I already did.
What you're saying is very serious.
Yeah, I
charges.
know. And that's what I'm saying. He's not supposed to be, first of all, he's not even supposed to be speaking like that. Doesn't matter who he was referencing, but who else is he referencing? You know what I'm saying? So it's like...
Yeah, but the problem is that the people that you're named in the thing, I can't get that validated any type of
That's
way.
what I'm saying. I already have it on paper. I have the email.
I don't have time for Wanda to be answering complaints referred to her. That's the problem. That's the challenge. Now, do we have problems? Sure we do. But Wanda has a whole lot more to do than just take calls referred by you to her.
Someone calls 14 times and it's never answered, and their phone call is
then
never answered.
You help them and then send an email message saying, hey, I just want to give you an alert that this is the claimant's name. He told me he called 14 times.
And then what happens when that person is not the process never really changed? Nothing's changing out here.
You know what? I don't know.
You think that's good for the
No, I don't
American
think
people?
it's good. No, I don't think it's
That's
good.
what I'm saying, but it's
I've
like...
been here 40 years, and we got the same problems we had 40 years ago. Do we need to work on that kind of stuff? Sure.
And it's been for 40 years.
But I'm talking to you now.
Right. And I'm
talking to you
I'm talking to you as well. You telling me it's been like this for 40 years, and you saying because certain things, then obviously the changes aren't occurring during
No, what I'm saying to you, those kinds of problems have been around for 40 years, and they change though. we improve in their area. That's what my
Well,
job
if
is.
somebody's calling right now and they haven't.
That's what
getting
my
proof
job
before,
is.
that's why I'm coming to you directly.
But I don't change it overnight. Nobody changes it overnight. And in the meantime, we need to get the best out of you as we can, and that's all.
And this is the best. This is me coming
No,
to
it's what
you.
you're choosing to do.
Right, I'm coming to you to actually put it to see how you respond to
Okay.
it. So I'm learning, because if you were to come to us and say, oh, let's get this fixed, then I can say, then I would adjust accordingly to you. I say, okay, he really wants to make things happen. But from what you're telling me is that, just go by the status quo, then, what is that telling me? Just
What
go.
it's telling you is that you're telling me that we got problems, that I know we have problems. We have problems making sure people answer the phones, making sure they follow through.
I have
Those are the
solutions.
kinds. What are the solutions? Just have them do their work, right?
No, the
Have higher
solution,
expectations.
the solution is to create a separate department for the telephone
Where are
call.
we gonna do that? Where are we gonna get those people?
That some take people from the modules.
And then what happens to the work that they used to be doing in the mobs?
It just depends. Are we going to neglect? Are we going to take care of a priority workload, or
There
are we
you
going
go.
to
You
continue to
see, but
neglect?
now you're getting to the whole crux of management.
But
That's
what
our
I'm telling
biggest
you-
challenge, was that we don't have enough people necessarily to get the work done.
How we have to balance it? What's most important? This is the
Who chooses that, unfortunately?
management,
There you go.
right? And that's why I'm telling you. I just want you to
No.
know it's important. How important
I got
this
it.
is.
I
So
know
we
that.
should be. I mean, I would think that.
If I choose that that's not the most important work,
Right.
and I choose, well, then it is what it is.
Right.
Now,
I think-
we're hiring a ton of people in OIO because we know we got more work than we got people. So the good news is we finally got enough money to hire, enough resources to hire more people.
Right.
So maybe we can use those people to make a difference.
But here's the problem. If you have a bunch of people, if we have plenty of people up there and everybody's underperforming, if you could motivate these people to start performing to their potential.
I certainly agree that's the other
Right,
option.
and that's what I'm saying, but if the morale is low, you have to find out why people's morale is low, and then you have to really address it, because
And
we deep see the issue.
Right.
And I'm coming to you with one of them, and you're not really hearing me, because I'm
I'm
telling,
hearing
but
you.
yeah, but it's like
What
what
do you
you're
want me to
saying.
tell you right now? That I'm gonna go ahead and turn around and don't tell tomorrow?
No, just tell me, give me some hope, you know what I'm saying, that you're about changing, fixing this
I'm
place.
about change.
Right, give me some hope, because what I'm getting is just a sense that,
No.